Hi everybody, Jeff Gadick from Leisure Group Travel Magazine. I'm live here in New Orleans at the USTOA 2010 conference. With me is Kim Priez, who's the Vice President of Tourism for New Orleans CVB. Kim, how you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Good. New Orleans, great to be back here. One of my favorite cities. I've been to New Orleans, at least a half dozen times, but it's always fun to come back, seeing places that I've been before and always discovering something new. And I know everybody's having a great time here as well. Just the comments that I'm hearing, people that are going to the after hours functions and exploring the city on their own. So I think great for USTOA to hold their event at a major city like New Orleans. Tell a little bit of, what does it mean to have USTOA down here?
It's so wonderful to have everyone. We've been working on this for a handful of years, and I don't believe they've ever been to New Orleans before. And after Katrina, we wanted to get as many people on the ground as possible to see that we're back. And this is just an ultimate opportunity for us to have everyone here. People that sell us every day, some of them haven't come back, but they're still selling us. So it's great to show them what they're selling.
And the social events certainly do that. Tourism Cares had their event this morning. I don't know if you were involved in that this morning, but talk a little bit about what they're doing to help revitalize New Orleans.
Tourism Cares has been so good to the city. They've come back twice since the storm, and they're finding it harder and harder to find something that needs to be fixed. It's such a wonderful organization. They're so supportive, and we're just so grateful that they chose us again. So.
And I know
they had fun. I think
they did as well. A few people complained about little scratches and bumps, but yeah, for the morning trip out there, it was great. In the way that they integrated with the conference, I think made a lot of sense as well. Obviously, being in the group market, we're seeing more operators that are packaging New Orleans again. Why are groups coming back and new in the marketplace, revitalize? A little bit of information on that.
New Orleans is such a unique destination that you really can't replicate it, and people were missing their New Orleans fix, so they noticed that more and more people were looking for packages. It was profitable for them to sell New Orleans again, and they were just overall being supportive, and it's been a win-win for everyone. And we're having the best year. Even before the storm, we're looking at being on par with where we were, so we're definitely back.
Very good. And talk a bit also about the cruise industry, because I know that's very important to New Orleans and the cruise lines that are down here, pre and post packages.
The cruise business has been explosive. Not only do we have Carnival with multiple products, we've got Norwegian that has decided to come year-round because they know that they can make money here. And now Royal Caribbean has announced that they're coming back. So we're going to have the three major cruise lines here, all doing incredibly well. And New Orleans is kind of like a port of call all into itself. Yeah. So it's been very, very good for New Orleans, and I think the cruise lines are pretty happy with us as well.
I agree, and I can't think of a better pre or post cruise destination than coming to New Orleans, whether it's a 3, 4, or 7-night cruise. So I think that's a great package opportunity for operators that aren't doing it.
We also have a lot of bonuses and incentives for travel agents and operators who sell cruise, and I think that helps too. So if anyone's interested in that, they can come check our website.
Good. And what is the website address?
It's NewOrleansCVB.com.
Okay, great. Well, Kim, thanks so much for your time. It's always great to see you, and if you haven't made it down to New Orleans, you got to come back. Thank you.